Hey YouTube, welcome. It's Saturday morning. I'm out on the porch office and wanted to talk today about some technical things. No, I'm not going to be talking about printers or scanners or anything like that for loan signing, but what I wanted to talk about is websites. So in your business, you need a website, and you'll hear that on a lot of people talking about having a website and so forth. I did not have a website for 2 years. I was doing loan signings the whole time for 2 years, and the website I had my name on it and a QR code and my phone number. Okay, and that's all that I had for a website, and I didn't do anything for 2 years. And then I decided to create a website because I got into fingerprinting, and that was a requirement. It wasn't a requirement, but I had to get a business name and business license and all these other requirements that were required from the Department of Justice. So that's why I decided to build my website. So building a website nowadays is so easier. I mean, I come from the days when we were building websites using front page extensions. You probably don't even know what that is because it's so old. It's old technology. And today you can go to all those popular sites like Wix and WordPress or whatever, all these other weird sites that are out there that you can essentially get a domain and build a website in a matter of minutes. It doesn't take a genius to build a website because everything's done for you. That being said, there are limitations in the sense that you're working under a framework that they provide you, and they have templates that have been prepared for you, and you'll have to say, oh, I like this one, or I don't like this one, or whatever. They might not have exactly what you want. Okay, so those kind of sites are great to get started, but then when you want to have something unique for your website, you need to either find somebody to be able to tailor your website for you, or you're going to have to do that yourself and get in the back end code of HTML and start writing your own code to make it the website the way you want it and how you want it to perform. Um, so for me, I'm a technical guy, so I do everything the hard way, just to be upfront. I come from a technical background. I studied electronics and ended up in the computer point of sale business for over 25 years. I still am in that business, have a handful of customers, but it's not my focus right now. So I have done a lot of exploration, I guess, for customers and doing websites and things like this. And also for that company that I used to work for, I did their website, a couple different versions. Uh, and that's how I kind of learned what I learned doing websites, is doing it myself and making a website um, look and work okay. It wasn't great. I'm not a web developer. Okay, I can get something up there. I do a lot of back end work. So one example is on my website, I have a database of gift cards that I issue to people, and they can check what their balance is on their gift card. Okay, so just, is that useful for your website? Maybe not. Okay, but for me, it was something that I was interested in doing to provide for my customer to hand out gift cards and be able to track, if they purchase a $50 gift card, they weren't going to spend $50 every time they see me. Let's say they spend $15 or $20 for my service. then I need to keep track of that balance. And that was the whole reason for that. So that's why I do a little back end work. But as far as a normal notary is concerned, you need to have a picture of yourself, your location, if you have a location, your phone number, and just basic information, maybe how to make an appointment with you if you have a scheduler on your website. These are the basic things, and maybe uh, some information on the services you provide, if that's just notary work, or if you provide, other services like wedding officiant, fingerprinting, what are some other ones, process server, anything else like this that that you can think of or that you have incorporated in your business. So, I guess what I'm trying to convey to you is that, yes, websites are easy to get out there and put one together, but think about the future, about what you want to do with your website in the future, not just what get something up on the web today, and then tomorrow you're gonna be like, oh well, I'm gonna have to ditch that entire website and start from scratch because I need it to do, 5 other things that I really wanted it to do in the first place, but I didn't have the money to do. So the best thing to do when you're in that situation is to get a page up with your basic information, and then on the back end where nobody's seeing what you're building, you build your real website, and you can take 6 months, a year, whatever it takes you to build that, if you're doing it yourself, to build that website the way you want it, okay, to attract those customers. And for my website, for example, you can check it out. It's not super great, and I add things to it periodically, but it's kind of static. And the reason why it's static is because I just don't have time to do it. And I don't want to hire somebody to do it. I actually am going to hire somebody to make some blog posts for me, because I just don't have time to write and do all that fun stuff. So, but if you're not in that realm right now, if you're a new notary, you don't have the resources right now to build a website, to do all that work up front. So what you need to do right now is get a web page that has your basic information on it, and a way for people to contact you, and maybe a link or two for reviews, for Google reviews, whatever, however you want people to review you. Get that all set up, and then after you get that set up, then you move into something a little more complex that will give you sustain your business for the long haul. Okay. And that's something with a few more pages on it, more information for the customer or the client to read about. You might have some blog posts. You might get linked to different I want to say partners, but colleagues, or not colleagues, relationships that you've built with attorneys or other people that coincide with your business, people you work with. Okay, so if somebody, for like example, would be estate planning, you might have some articles that talk about estate planning, and then you have a link that links to your buddy attorney that hires you to do the notarizations for that. So that's what I'm talking about. Get those kind of things put into place later on down the road. You don't need to do that first off when you're brand new. But it is important to have that be a resource for the community, because if your website is built up over time and is a resource, people are going to go to your website and go, okay, this person knows what they're talking about. And they're actually going to click on the link and go, okay, I want to make an appointment with you. Okay. If you just have a page with your picture and a phone number, like me, you won't get any activity. Okay. It will just be there and people might stumble across it, but it's not going to impress anybody, and it might be a detriment to your business because they'll be like, "Ah, this guy can't even get a web page up." Okay. So that's why it's important to have a web presence. And there's other courses on SEO and all these other things that you need to do to make yourself known on the web. And I'm not going to go into that right now because that is beyond the scope of the video. I just wanted to share with you that you need to make your website uh, presentable and build it up over time so that you will be a resource to those that are looking at your business to do business with you. And that's all I had for you today. And I am going to go inside. It's getting a bit cold out here. And have a great weekend. Bye.